First Date Follow-Up. Powered by the Advocates Injury Attorneys. Online at advocateslaw.com.
Matt is on the phone today for a first date follow-up, and he's getting ghosted by somebody named Brea. So in a minute, we're going to call her and see if she'll tell us why she's ghosting him and maybe get him another date. But first, Matt, how long has it been since you heard from Brea?
Hey, it's been about a week now.
Okay.
And I got to be honest, this is the first time I've ever been ghosted, so I'm not really sure if that's a long time or not.
Ever.
Wow, congratulations.
Thanks. Thanks, I appreciate that. I try to be selective is the idea.
A week is a long time. If you go out with somebody, usually if they like you, maybe a couple days go by where they don't text you, but they'll get back to you. Have you tried reaching out?
I'm hesitant about it just because I want it to be like a single, thoughtful thing, like not exactly a grand gesture. I don't want to be like a dork about it, but I do want to make sure that it is memorable. I want to make it, and that's the thing. That's why I'm calling in, is because I want you guys to help me out with this. I really don't know what I'm doing. This is totally new territory for me.
Okay, so you want to get her attention with something more of a, hey, how you doing text?
Exactly. I want to be, much more of a, because she is dating with intention, and I want to make sure that I am someone whose, intention is worthwhile.
Aww.
Okay.
That's cute.
So a picture.
Okay, Jubal. Okay, how did you meet Brea, Matt? How did you meet her, and how was the date?
Yeah, we met on Hinge, and we were talking, back and forth for a little bit, making sure that, we really, had a feel for one another. I saw on Hinge her photos where she was hiking, and that showed me that she's really active and she appreciates nature, and that's all me. I love that. We went to a rooftop for drinks, right at sunset, so it was going to have very, very beautiful views, and indeed we got treated to that. That was great. And it was really romantic. There were plants. It seemed kind of an intimate setting. And so I'm glad we were there, because we started just acting like we were on vacation, so we made up stories for ourselves. We were looking around us at the different couples, of different people, making up stories for them. It was a lot of fun. And she was a lot of fun. One of the things that I really appreciate is just how she beams with everything, just big smile, laughing, contagious laughter at that point. We started about, what we want and goals and what our passions are, what drives us. And it really, really seemed to fit. And this is why I'm concerned about the ghosting, because, I hope she's all right. I hope that I didn't come across too strong. We ended the day with a hug, like a nice tight hug. It was, it seemed promising. And so I want to make sure that everything is kind of how I thought it was in my head. And I don't know, maybe I messed up. I hope I didn't.
Well, it sounds like it went really great for the most part. Is there anything that happened that could be why?
I mean, I'm competitive. I'm maybe overly competitive. And I asked her if she was seeing other people, just because she said she was dating with intention, but I want to know kind of how that went. And yeah, she did say that she was kind of dating. It didn't sound like there was anything serious going on, but maybe I just came across as too intense with how I asked.
How did you ask? Did you reach across the table and grab her hand and stare deep into her eye and said, "Are you seeing anybody else?"
Yikes.
I might like that.
I can't quite remember, so maybe I was in a bit of an altered state of mind. Maybe the drinks were flowing that evening. Okay. So, yeah, that might have contributed to it. I don't know.
Were you crying?
I don't remember any crying.
I probably would have liked that too.
Please don't be dating anybody else.
I'm not trying to do that.
All right.
Oh, man, Matt.
We'll see if we can figure it out for you. We'll play a song, come back, and then call her and try to get you another date and find out where you're getting ghosted, okay?
Thank you, guys. I appreciate that.
All right. We'll play a song, come back, get your first date follow-up next. Just joining us for today's first date follow-up, Matt is on the phone and he's getting ghosted by Brea, so we're about to call her and see if she'll tell us why she's ghosting him and maybe get him another date. But first, Matt, why don't you catch us up on your situation?
Yeah, Brea and I went on a date, and, beforehand we met on Hinge. I was very attracted to all of her photos. We met up. It seemed like it was going really great. We had a lot of fun just making up stories about ourselves when it came to this fun little game we were playing. But I feel like I really got to know her. I was very, very attracted to her, and she was basically like just sunshine. And so I want to know what happened with it.
Okay. And you think that the reason she might not be calling you back is because you asked if she was dating other people?
Maybe. I honestly don't know. And I'm looking for you guys to help me out with this.
Okay. Well, here we go. You ready to call her?
Please. Let's see what's up.
Hello.
Hi, may I speak to Brea, please?
This is she.
Hey, Brea, how are you? My name is Jubal, and I'm calling from a radio show. It's called The Jubal Show.
Hi, Brea. I'm Nina, also on the show.
Hi, and I'm Victoria.
Oh, hi. There's a lot of people here.
What's up,
Yes,
girl?
there is. How are you?
I'm okay. How are you?
I'm good. Thank you for asking. Have you ever listened to the show before?
I have.
Well, we're calling because we do a segment on the show called the First Date Follow-Up, where if you go out on a date with somebody and then you ghost them, they can email us to call you and ask why you're ghosting them.
Uh-huh.
So we got an email about you from somebody.
Yeah. Okay.
Who are you ghosting, Brea?
Well, I'm guessing, is this Matt?
Yes, it is. So Matt emailed us and we
Yeah.
talked to him a little bit about your date. He really liked you and he is wondering why you're not calling him back.
I mean, it feels kind of weird to say, but I just think he's too pretty.
You think he's too pretty?
I think, yeah, I think he's too pretty, and I think he knows he's a handsome lad, and that was a little bit of a turnoff for me.
Was it confidence or arrogance?
Well, so like it started off, he just kind of seemed to talk a lot about himself, and he seemed to just always be catching his reflection in a mirror or a window, just like seemed very taken with it. And he also was kind of talking about his internet presence and how many followers he has, and just like repeated that a few times. And I just kind of felt like I wasn't really being paid attention. I mean, it's a first date, so I expected some questions about me, and he just kind of seemed to be talking about how fit he is and like how he's going to start a fitness page. Like I know that we talked about hiking and like being outdoors and being fit, and like I'm definitely about that, but like I'm also a person.
Yeah.
And I felt that, we got to talk about things bigger than internet presence.
It sounds like he was trying to impress you.
Oh.
Doesn't it? Like he showed up with all of his toys and was like, look this is what I have. Do you like it?
I could see that. And, I was trying to ask him about things that he was interested in, but I kind of expected him to ask me about some stuff.
Sure.
You got to make a connection on your date. And I feel like you actually have to, like ask questions and sort of be interested.
Can I ask a question?
Sorry. Wait, what was that?
Brea, that's Matt. Matt is actually on the other line listening and wants to talk to you.
Yeah.
I thought it was just you guys.
No.
Oh, sorry. Matt's here too.
Yeah. And I guess he has a question now.
I wanted to ask, did you have a fun time on our date otherwise?
Okay. Valid.
It's a question about you.
It was a question about us. So I'm going to say 50-50. We did have fun. It was fun pretending like we were on vacation and coming up with all kinds of stories for the people around us. But, it was a date where I was trying to get to know you, and I thought you would be trying to get to know me. So anytime I felt like I brought up, bigger topics, I thought you just kind of always steered it back to you. So I'm looking, yeah.
There are a couple of, I hope they don't come across as just excuses here. First off, I kind of had maybe a couple shots before the date to calm my nerves because I was definitely really looking forward to getting to know you.
Aww.
Yeah, of course you did.
And I feel like I do genuinely, Brea, feel like I feel like I did actually get to know you. Like you're a great listener, and I mean the work you do with animals is brilliant.
What? I don't work with animals. I'm not quite sure what that is.
Matt, what were you drinking?
I might have had way too much.
I like animals.
I thought I had two shots that might have quadrupled.
Okay.
Wow.
I genuinely, though, I mean, I really appreciated her energy, and I think that she's just sunshine. She's just sunshine in human form, and I understand that. Yeah, totally overly concerned about my looks and everything, and that shouldn't be something that I'm worrying about on a first date. With my business, I kind of have to be on all times, and I should have unwinded. That was one of the reasons I had those shots as well. But humbly, I would love a second date.
Could you just tell me what color my eyes are?
Your beautiful green eyes.
Well, they're blue.
Brea, would you like to go on a first date with Matt? We'll pay for it. We'll pay for it if you want to try to give it another shot.
We're in the same place.
I know. Did this happen?
It sounds like we need another first date for sure. I need to remember it this time.
Well, if you can promise that, maybe we do an afternoon thing. Maybe we have some coffee.
Coffee sounds good.
If we talk about some things a little bit bigger than internet presence, I think maybe
I can agree to that. You said you drive a hard bargain, but those are agreeable terms.
You're gonna go?
Brea, I am so sorry that clearly I was in a different place in my mind and I was not listening to a single word you said. And I really appreciate, you know what, this next one, I'm going to listen to everything. I'm going to let you do the talking. Let's go with that.
Well, I do like a person who can own their mistakes, and, we're not always going to be perfect every time. So, yeah.
Cool. Well, congratulations, Matt. You got a date with Brea.
That's cute.
For the first time ever.
I'm just as impressed as you guys are over there.
Brea with the blue eyes.
My lucky stars right now.
Jubal's first date follow-up.